podcast host and my co-host from time to time. I'm the East, she's the West. Like orange juice is to toothpaste, it leaves the words taste in your mouth, but you forget all with vodka. Ladies and gentlemen and unicorns, my sister from another, well, put it this way. We go to a grocery store and she will not let me take a plastic bag. Comedian Katie Bogart.
They're made from petroleum. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, that's why. She wants to save my life in the wells. I agree. And welcome to Getting to the... Wait, no, you know what? I'm not going to give it up, Katie. We have to do something different. We can't be so fast with it this time. No. I'm not. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to get to this and I'm going to... Let's go there.
You know, it was really interesting to me, Charlie, because when you first were telling me about the podcast and the idea, I was just like, whose pussy is she trying to get to? Like, is it hers? Is it mine? What does it represent? And then I was like, it's probably about masturbation.
You know what? Hell, I'm way too lazy to write a book on masturbation. Number one, not happening. And if we were going to talk about that, I would buy you a Hitachi wand. That's it. You get it done. You get it fast. It's over with. We don't need to talk about it, bitch.
What's the one? Hitachi? What'd you say, wand? Is it
it's Hitachi wand? Hitachi. It's like the fastest thing you can. That's another episode. Yes, we're ready for sponsorship. All right.
Hitachi wand.
Hitachi one. Okay, no. But this story, what is getting to the pussy, right? Mm-hmm. Well, this is based on 13 months ago. For those that don't know, there is a full body picture of me somewhere on the web. For those who know me, I am a angler. I was a woman, I only did the chin up, right? You got the side profile sometimes, or you got me like behind a car, but never my full body, ever. And then
grabbing small children to put them in
right? Like I cook kids, love the space. And then one day I let my guard down and I see a full picture of myself. I am the closest I have ever been to 300 pounds. I was 278 pounds, right? In this picture, I had probably 3 chins, 2.5 stomachs, probably that leaned over. I had ankle cankles, thighs. My t-shirt dress looked crazy. But you know what? I was happy as hell. I was the happiest I have ever been in years in that freaking picture.
No, and I've seen the photo, and that's the one thing. Like, I'd never look at it and it's like, oh, you know,
that bitch is fat.
yeah. I'm like, you look powerful. You're on stage. Yeah. You know, you're accepting an award. Like, it looks like I was like, I'd want to be there. You know,
right? I was happy. For those who don't know what we're talking about, I do have an IG account. It's called Getting to the, but it's getting with the number 2, not the TO, because somebody took that asshole. But regardless, check me out. Well, anyways, what happened was a couple of hours prior to, at 6:32 in the morning, I received a text from my minimalist F1.
What's a minimalist F1?
Well, my code for minimalist effort boyfriends with fuckboy tendencies, just in case if we can't say the fuck. No, seriously. Okay, it's the ones who you get like the morning text from. Like, they're like, good morning, sexy. How are you? How are you doing? Like, they'll call you. No, they won't call you. They'll text you. You may see them every other Wednesday, but you're the one that's paying the Grubhub. Mm-hmm. What else? Like, I don't know. You'll go in an Uber, but they'll give you an Uber pool.
Yeah.
And maybe it's your account.
Yeah. Or they won't have a job. And then, like, you'll leave for a day and they're playing Minecraft. And then, like, 10 hours later, you come home and they're still, like, playing Minecraft. And the breakfast that you made them, the plate is still there. And they're, like, still eating off of it.
Yes. So you can relate. You had one. I agree, bitch. I agree.
Those are all my boyfriends.
Well, I had one of those. You know, he was a nice guy, but reminder, ladies, it takes no effort to text someone. Just because they're nice doesn't mean they're made for you, right? Mm-hmm. So I get this text from him and he says, Charlie, I am so messed up over you. I think and dream of you every day. You're the one I want. Sarah, I can't wait to spend my life with you.
At least he got your name right at the first top of the text.
Yes. Gold star, right? You got Shirley right. The hell. And, we were together for a year. Like a year. I don't know. But I laughed because I knew I was with a basic folk boy, a minimalist F1, and I needed to get out of it, and this was like divine intervention, I guess. But something happened. I laughed about it. 19 minutes I processed. I started to take out my clothes for the day to get ready for a workshop. I was in Wisconsin, the Midwest, right? And I'm a Southern woman. So any Southern woman who can relate, if you're from that church culture, we do not play with our shapewear. We have our shapewear. We have our girdles, our squeam. So honey, I had my squeam. I had my buttocks shapewear. I was tight.
And gassy.
That too. Yes.
Thanks, make me gassy.
You know what? I never knew. And then I was like, oh shit, why am I having digestion problems at 15? But I was looking at these clothes and then I had my standard black dress for those New York, the standard black dress. That's our New York uniform. I don't care where you are. If you're a New Yorker, you're going to wear a black dress. Who gives a shit? It's going to be summer, spring. It doesn't matter. I looked at these two things and I started to ask myself, Charlie, why are you going to put this on? I don't know. And then I thought, I don't want to offend anyone with my roles. I don't want to offend anyone with, I don't want no one looking at my arms or looking at my stomach. And then I thought, why is it so important to you that someone's looking at you?
Well, and kind of how they're looking at you because,
right.
I feel like I know you pretty well and you love people looking at you. You get on stages. So, but maybe
I don't know.
You had an image of this is how I have to be.
Why is it so important? Yeah. And here I am. I'm confused in the morning. I'm back and forth. And I'm like, you know what? Screw this. Whatever. I'm done. I looked at that. I'm like, I don't know who these people are. I don't want indigestion. I don't like gas. And you know what? I threw it away. I threw that shit in the trash. I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to wear it. I'm cool. I'm just going to continue my day. That morning, I became undone. I mean, I did something so weird. I wanted to breathe. For the first time ever, this Capricorn, who loves stability, who loves routine, I said, screw that. I gave up. I enjoyed my day with no worry. And this is some shit because a woman of color in Wisconsin, I was the only woman of color with 80 people and I had no worry.
Yeah.
Either I lost my goddamn mind or it was chill. Something happened,
People in the Midwest are nice too.
They are.
In the Midwest.
They are. I met
passive,
you.
but nice.
Ooh, that's another conversation we have to have. That can get dangerous sometimes, but yeah. Okay. So back to the story. I take the picture. They asked if they can use it for some type of convention. I see it all on the web. This is a year later. And you know what's crazy? I cried. And it wasn't because of embarrassment. It wasn't because of, oh my gosh, now this person who I said my chin pick now knows I'm fat. But I don't know. I was happy. In that picture, the wheel stopped for me. Anything I learned about diet, exercise, I threw out the window. Any suggestions, I was done. And before you know it, a year later, I looked like a different person. And then something was happening in the mirror. My body gave access to me that I've never had access before in my life. It was so strange. So I get all comfortable, right? I'm like, okay. I speak to a friend. He's like, you know what, Charlie, only go to the gym if you're going to find some joy in it. Or don't. We'll talk about that too. But I'm like, okay. I finally go to the gym. I'm ready. And this trainer, big old chest. I'm not going to mention his name, somewhere on 28th Street. But no, big old chest, small legs. You know, the ones who don't really like working out on everything, just one part of the body. We love you. Keep on working out, but it's weird. So this guy was stalking me and he was like, what are your goals? How much weight are you trying to lose? And I'm like, I haven't been on this scale in a year. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are your goals? Oh, you're trying to lose that ugly fat. Oh, you're trying to get cute for him. Oh, stop it. And he kept on literally stalking me maybe for a month and a half. And then finally he corners me outside in the freaking rain in front of the gym. So, no, this is like, what are your goals? I'm like, you know what? I'm just trying to get to the pussy. Like, I'm just trying to get to the pussy. That's it. I'm just trying to get to my pussy. And I'm screaming this. Everyone stops. He's looking at me. He walks away. I laugh hysterically. I said it. I said it. I'm trying to get to the pussy. I have been working a year and not going on the scale, but you know what? I look in the mirror every goddamn day and I see my vagina. That's crazy. I see my pussy. Like, and for those who, and let me be very honest with you, right? It's something we don't talk about as women, right? We get shamed for. There are so many women who look like me growing up, and you see like these anatomy body pictures and you're like, I don't look like that. My fucking stomach hangs. I don't know what my vagina looks like. And this is not like 1984 where we're taking a mirror and we're popping our legs open.
Yeah.
This is some real shit. And it was experience I've never had. And that did something for me. That changed a lot for me. It changed how I viewed myself. It changed how I'm received by people, how people receive to me, my thoughts, my thinking. I don't know. Things got better when I was able to see my pussy.
Look at. Well, yeah. And I think it's also more of, because when you're talking about the trainer being like, how much do you want to lose? What size do you want to be? It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not a number. I'm not held to, I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
And, I'm beautiful and I'm fun no matter what size I am. And this is coming to the gym it's not for the other people.
No.
It's for you.
Yeah. And it was selfish. Like, how can you tell people, hey, I'm getting to my pussy. What are you doing? I'm getting to my pussy. And like, hey, you want to see my pussy? Like, no. So it was private and it was selfish. And because it was selfish, I was able to lose 68 pounds without dieting, without just living. That's crazy. And that's something I want to share, and you always ask me, how come I never use the word vagina?
Yeah, that's because I find pussy to be uncomfortable, but
I can't. Well, you know what? It's interesting. Do you remember when people they literally got a parade together? When people came together, they were talking about grab them by the pussy, and everyone was angry, and there were parades. And you have to ask yourself, why Trump used pussy instead of vagina, right? Vagina,
because he doesn't know what a vagina really is.
Or it's in the textbook. Maybe he won't read it. I don't know. Trump, read the vagina. There's good definitions on it. But it's just, I don't know. I just think the word pussy, it's wild, right? Like, yeah, you're going to try to grab it, but it's mine, right? It's mine. Like, it's my pussy. It's in my divine right. I don't know. It just meant something.
It's interesting too, because when I hear the word pussy, I think of wimpy. But not as much anymore, because working on this, it's like, oh, yeah.
And I think of a cat that scratches. Do you remember the movie Teeth? All right. Anyways, we're ranting. But anyways, folks, but that's it. But that's what is getting to the pussy. That's how I got to the pussy. Cut. And it's clear of how I got to the pussy. But I promise you in this podcast, we will always hold space for the other conversation and never deliver it in the same way. Oh, our next episode. This is good. Are you ready? How to travel to South Beach and not cry. A love story about harm reduction when you haven't worked out enough. So excited. Bye, y'all.